My name is Stacy. The video I watched this week was Why I Choose to Live a Zero Waste Life by Lauren Singer. Lauren Singer is an NYU graduate in environmental studies who has changed her life so drastically in the past 3 years that all of the waste that she's created fits in just one 16-ounce mason jar. Out of all the videos to choose from this week, this video was at the bottom of the list. And yet, it intrigued me the most. If you're like me, the waste you've created during this global pandemic has increased. Due to circumstances, we've had to opt for takeout instead of dining in, and have participated in online shopping simply to pass the time. Though Lauren's lifestyle is not one that everyone can sustain, it's definitely one that we can all learn from as the effects of climate change become more and more severe. Something I love about Lauren's speech is how conversational she makes it. She simultaneously takes a laid-back approach while also expressing how important this issue is to her. She includes in her hook how many people ask her how she keeps clean living this zero-waste lifestyle. This is humorous, so it engages her audience, which are teens, and it also presents a very valid question that people have about her lifestyle. It also makes her very personable. Being personable strengthens the connection between a speaker and their audience. Being personable also contributes to ethos, which she has already established with her alma mater and her work experience in the field of environmentalism. Now, let's get into the speech itself. Lauren begins by recalling the story of a particular peer in her environmental studies capstone class. Every class, she watched this peer bring in a lunch packaged completely in plastic, and at the end of class, this peer would throw it all away and repeat this egregious act next class as well. This really upset Lauren, and with the way she tells it, it sounds like this peer wasn't even trying to be sustainable, despite having almost completed a 4-year degree in environmental studies. One day, Lauren went home to make dinner and she opened her fridge and had a shocking revelation. She realized that every single thing in her fridge was packaged in plastic. And in that moment, she realized that she herself wasn't much better than her peer. And in that moment, she decided to begin her journey in living a zero waste life. Slowly over time, she learned how to make her own products, like toothpaste, lotion, and deodorant. During her speech, Lauren displays exemplar nonverbal communication skills, one of them being with her hands. As she gives her speech, she gestures with her hands in the same way that one would when telling a story to their friends. Another excellent example of her nonverbal communication skills are her cues. After telling the story of what inspired her to make this change to her lifestyle, she briefly breaks eye contact with her audience and glances at the jar of waste that she brought in. This is meant to remind the audience of the jar and to also tell them to keep this in mind and reflect on it as she tells her speech. She also uses facial expressions. She uses facial expressions to show that she's proud of what she's done. And in the beginning, she also shows facial expressions to show how difficult it was for her in the beginning as she began her journey. In conclusion, Lauren combines retelling her story, nonverbal communication skills, and building a connection with her audience to help her get her point across about why she decided to begin a zero waste lifestyle. All these things combined make a great speech, and I feel like Lauren did an amazing job in engaging her audience and keeping them engaged as well. Lauren did an excellent job in telling people why she began her zero waste lifestyle, and it's also inspiring to others who may want to do so as well.